I decided to do one more enclosure, another example for the designs that I offer, just to give you guys some ideas. This one is a sealed down fire enclosure. It's actually, well, what it is 310s. They're shallow mount. I decided to do a shallow mount enclosure because I noticed that a lot of people are, selling powered enclosures that seem to do really well. And I checked the numbers on the most recent ones. I chose the Pioneer. It has one of the best power handling and then shallow mounting depths. So that's why I chose it. There's many other ones. But yeah, it's just a space saving with, once again, SPL. This one is actually 300 each, so that's almost 1,000 continuous RMS. I really like it a lot. You could, it being space saving, and then also you're really not losing any of your space. So this can be mounted in any enclosure, any vehicle, whether it be a trunk, an SUV, a crossover, or whatever the vehicle is. And of course, it doesn't have to be three. I just did that for to maximize some SPL. Meanwhile, keeping the sound quality with this sealed enclosure. But if you notice, once again, I have a minimum. These are 10s, 10 inches diameter, so I have a minimum of 5. 10 would be perfect, 5 at a minimum. You could go slightly closer if you want, but it really would take away from the sound quality. Yeah, this thing's, once again, it's SPL meets sound quality. It's very strong, very practical. You could still, throw stuff on it, for, luggage or, whatever it is you're carrying. Or, you can also store stuff in here. If you're really worried about the speakers, they do make grill guards or speaker guards that you can, put over them, but you really wouldn't have to worry about it because these shallow mounts, where the surrounds meet the cone and the frame, it's pretty much almost flush, and this actually exceeds the surround slightly. So if you were using this for storage, you still could and wouldn't have to worry about tearing up the speaker or whatever. Another thing that you could do with this is that you wouldn't have to have this bottom plate if you just wanted to make it like one true part of the vehicle itself. I like this because it adds to the strength of the enclosure. It also cuts down on any vibration of the enclosure and just makes it for a real nice clean install. They're the 10-inch TS. There's the model of them right there. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I grouped them. If I went for 3 to maximize SPL, but if you notice, they're very close together. Do not do this on anything over just say like 1,000 or 1,500 watts total, because the reason why I say that is because if you notice, there's not much surface area for these subs to grip to. The shallows you can do that with because they're not that heavy and they're not really moving a lot of sound pressure. So a lot of the 18s and 15s and 12s, you want to keep some distance in this area to maximize your surface area, because when they start moving SPL, they will flex these panels. This being more of just a real custom clean sounding enclosure, you really don't have to worry about it that much. In fact, you wouldn't even have to go with any bracing in here. I just stayed all 3/4. I really like this one. I mean, it's very practical. It's very space saving for people that have families, but still want to have a nice little sound system. Like I said, it's just on the subs. It's right around 900 true power. It's powered by Polk audio, 4-channel there, 2-channel there, and a 3 farad power capacitor by Power Acoustic. I actually inverted this here to keep the power down low, signaling on the left. In fact, I would probably flip one of these amps over and continue the power on the same side. The cosmetic part of it, I just stayed like a grayish carpet. You wouldn't have to go with the spraying unless you really wanted to, you know, if you were going a larger subwoofer or something like that. Another thing that I really like about this bottom panel is that when the subs fire down, you know, it being a down fire, it won't vibrate the chassis as much either. It'll, you know, hit the panel and then the SPL will just, you know, smoothly, you know, be it'll hit down and then kind of roll out like this, and then of course it'll come back up this way to the seating. Even one to two subwoofers is very practical. You could go as many as 8, you know what I mean. 4 would be still practical, 4 8s or something, but you could do a push-pull configuration and just say 4 up high and then 4 down low, almost like the isobaric configuration, but you know, utilizing this chamber and then this chamber. You know, but this is just a sealed, you know, no ports. Very practical, very easy to build. You wouldn't have to worry about absolutely anything. I mean, just, you know, literally just tune the amps, make sure your power and signaling are far apart, and you have a clean system, man. It wouldn't cost much. Yeah, there they are right there. It's actually pretty cool, man. One with the LED, you know, of course, in the background, it doesn't have to be LED. It can be, once again, anything you want, really. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, gray carpet. You could put ports down, you know, through here. Just close this off, put ports, and just make it a 4th order. But this is just a downfire sealed. Yeah, I did that for storage. I'm trying to think, anything left out. Don't forget to check out that website, Soundz2z's.webs.com. Got a lot of information on there, pricing, designs. What am I leaving out here, man? That's about it, really. If you wanted to, if you didn't want to go with the shallow mounts, I just decided, like I said, decided to do one with the shallow mounts. You know, any subwoofer, the downfires, you know. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is you could mount it any way. It doesn't have to be, you know, downfiring and then firing, hearing the sound out this way. You could mount it up like this. You know what I mean? Like literally flipped upside down, and then just, you know, do like ports high if you want to do 4th order, or, you know, whatever the vehicle would sound the best, or whatever the enclosure would work best in the vehicle. Trying to think. Oh, total system on this is like let's see, this is 1200, I think, and then this one was like 250. It was right around 1,000 or so. So like I said, it's under, way under 3, or it's under 3. So it wouldn't you wouldn't have to worry about much, man. You could put a battery back here if you want, but you know, 3 farads is plenty. That's about it, man. Just a real clean enclosure. Check out that. Don't forget to check out that website, Soundz2z's.webs.com.